Lucas Oil Speedway is the new home for the Summit USRA Nationals presented by My Race Pass. On night number one, there was just one feature left, and it is for the American Racer USRA Modifieds. A main number 2, and it has got a stacked field. Corey Riggs and my good friend Brian Dedikus ready to lay out the grid and tell you who is on the front row for this one.
A feature number 2, we're going to line them up like this. On the pole in the 21 car from Fulton, Missouri, Ryan Middow. Outside of him from Rochester, Minnesota, in the car number 19, Dustin Sorensen. Row number 2 finds the Rocket, Rodney Sanders, and outside of him, Tanner Mullins in the 02 car. Row number 3, we have the 22H, Dustin Hodges, and outside of him, Tyler Wolf in the 4W. Row number 4, the 10 of Dustin Robinson, and the 87, Darren Fuquay. Row number 5 on the inside, we've got the 91, that's Big Daddy Joe Duval. Outside of him in the 71 car, that is Jason Cummins. Row number 6 on the inside finds the 51W JT Wasman, Sean Gaddis. Outside of him in the 7G, Jake Nightingale in the 3J. Inside row number 7, Kevin Stowe in the 98 to his outside, Vince Lucas in the 9L, Clevin Blackburn in the 16S make up row number 8. Row number 9 finds the 5D of Devin Havlick in the 25 of Scotty Roberts. Tyler Hibner in the 89, Brent Holman in the 17H is row number 10. The 73B, that's Shad Batter. And outside of him, Johnny Fenawal in the 21F. Rounding out the field in the 7 car, Daniel Franklin in the 96, Cody Brill.
24 drivers, 20 times around. The big, beautiful Bill Roberts Chevrolet Pace truck has dove to the infield, and we are ready to roll. Buttonbuck, Ryan Middaw in a stacked class 70 strong will lead us to the green flag as we get going here with the modifieds. Middaw at the bottom of the track. Sorensen was scary fast, but look at the rails that the 4 of Wolf is on. Middaw slides up and cuts off Tanner Mullins, and now Middaw goes spinning around. 2 more cars come to a rest next to him, and we were 3/4 of a lap in, and 3 cars now are worse for the wear.
Middaw in the 21, we got the Rocket, Rodney Sanders in the 20. He'll probably get his spot back, as well as the 22H of Dustin Hodges.
Not a ton of damage in any way, shape, or form of that. Both those cars kind of got onto the binders and just kind of slid into there. As you can see how slick, how much rubber this track has on it right now as the 22H comes back. Look at the sheet metal damage to the side of the 21.
Middaw definitely had the worst of the wear on that one.
Ryan Middaw has been Mr. Consistency here this year. He was a top 10 in every race this year until Thursday Night Thunder. And he finished 11th. 1 spot out of the top 10. He's currently number 11
Jason
in USRA
Cummins there.
Points.
Jason Cummins, damage on the right side of the 71 machine.
He was not one of the 3 involved down here. That happened a little bit different part of the track, but you know, when it goes bad in one spot, it usually goes bad in a couple others.
That is for sure.
There you see the man from Happy, Texas, Rodney Sanders, the Hobby Time Motorsports safety crew. They've spent a lot of time under some cars here over the last few features here tonight, just trying to make sure that everybody can continue to race safely and securely. They give a tap on the roof of that one. Now they're also trying to extricate some of the sheet metal that got crumpled up on Middaw's ride. Ryan finished the regular season here at Lucas Oil number 3 in the points. As you see the Rocket roll off, that MB Custom Hatfield powered race car, closing in on 12 wins on the season. Over 100 career wins for the driver of the 20, the Wichita Tank Racing entry.
If you're familiar with the USMTS, you're familiar with Rodney Sanders, multiple-time national champion for the United States Modified Touring Series. And we have got some strong runners that run with the United States Modified Touring Series in this heat race or feature right here.
How about a 4-time USMTS champion? Sorensen has been hooked up tonight. He has looked fast every time we've seen him. And how about how fast the 4 of Wolf was on that first lap? He jumped to the outside and it looked like he was just flying.
So Tanner Mullins at the back of the pack now. Tough break for him, but he is going to have to find his way through the field. This could be something to watch there as Tanner Mullins is all the way at the tail of A feature number 2.
Tanner in that Mel Hambleton Bergman Tax and REM Racing ride. Pink and white 0-2 finds himself all the way in the back of the class.
If you ever seen a man about ready to fall asleep on his feet, it's the guy to my right now.
It is a late night here on night number 1, but
he's a sleepy little fella.
There's a few more people that are sleepy here other than just him. Here is the field coming to it again. Same cars, same starting position for Middaugh and Sorensen. And Sorensen seems to have the line he likes already. That outside front row position has him already a couple of car lengths out in front of Middaugh. And I tell you what, Middaugh's car, Sanders' car, all got a little sheet metal damage. It's not slowing him down. And here comes the rocket, Rodney Sanders, around the 21 of Ryan Middaugh, trying to take control of second place.
How Rodney Sanders going to slide up. Not going to cut the nose off Middaugh, but look at the bottom. Here comes Tyler Wolf in that Ford W car. Wolf working to the inside. Going to follow the lead of Rodney Sanders. Middaugh up on the top. Fuquay coming around as well in the 87 machine.
There is a lot of drivers on this racetrack right now, Brian, that have had a ton of success here. Darren Fuquay won the track championship here at Lucas Oil Speedway the year he was the USRA national champion. Tyler Wolf has already been here and won on Thursday Night Thunder, our 4th of July race. And you see those cars, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and the differential between them as we are getting into lap number 5 of 20 here in our finale of the night for the modified division.
You know, just looking back as you're watching Tyler Wolf work in front of the 21 of Middaugh, trying to look at some movers and shakers, and you can see that 91 breast cancer awareness car. Joe Duvall making some headway on the bottom side of the speedway.
Big Daddy is truly one of the characters of dirt track racing here in the Midwest out of Justice, Oklahoma, and genuinely one of the good guys you will meet too. That is quite a race car wrap he has here this weekend. And now you see Fuquay trying to make some hay as he wheels it around the 21, that big-time bail bonds 87, hooked up and trying to make his way to the front.
Middaugh, he might have had more damage on that 21 than you think as he is heading backwards. As Joe Duvall, that breast cancer awareness 91, my wife's credit card MB Customs car, now trying to run down the 20 run of Ryan Middaugh.
Trying to get it done, following the same line as Middaugh right now. As Middaugh has 5th place and Big Daddy wants to take it away.
Now looking back, we got Dustin Robinson and Jason Cummins as we go back to the 91 of Joe Duvall. He's working a good line around the bottom side of the speedway. We'll see if he can get some bite in a run, a strong run. Like I said, Joe Duvall, he started all the way back in the 9th position. He's up up to the 6th spot.
He jumps out of line this time and has a little bit of daylight here in the nighttime to try and get around, but he kind of pogo hops through 1 and 2. That'll kill a little bit of momentum, but then he gets a great run off the top of 2. He'll try to take over that number 5 spot, takes it away from Ryan Middaugh as we hit the halfway point. Meanwhile, Sorensen still skying. Rodney Sanders had been able to reel him in, man, at 1.5 seconds. The differential between the top 2 cars on the racetrack racetrack as Big Daddy has left Buttonbuck behind him.
Big Daddy got a run and is taking advantage of it. He's got a long ways to go to catch the 87 car at Darren Fuquay. Sorensen, Sanders, Wolf, Fuquay, Duval, the top 5 on the Speedway. As we take a look at your race leader, Dustin Sorensen. He almost has a 1 second lead on Rodney Sanders, but Sanders now closing the gap as Sorensen running into lap traffic. Devin Havlick, JT Wasman in front of the race leader, Dustin Sorensen. And look who's on the bumper now. Here comes the rocket, Rodney Sanders, as Sorensen trying to work some magic through the lap traffic, but here we go. He's caught him, folks.
Well, Shane and I often refer to lap traffic as the great equalizer. See the movement here. Sanders with a couple of cars in front of Sorensen has allowed him to erase the 1.5 second advantage your race leader in that 19 had enjoyed before. Rodney to the outside now, plowing around the racetrack here up around the cushion. Sorensen tries to put another car a lap down.
You know, Sorensen, if he gets out in clean air, he could pull away, but Rodney Sanders right there, now a lap car in between them as well. When they get in lap traffic, Rodney Sanders does a great job of working through. Sorensen kind of got hung up the last time through that, as we have 5 laps to go for the 19 car of Dustin Sorensen.
Sorensen used Shad Batter in the 73 like a basketball pick move. Tried a little pick and roll and get some room between him and Rodney. It got him a little bit of room, but not a ton, as you see the differential between the top 2 cars on the racetrack. And now here comes Tyler Wolf. Wolf was underneath Sanders there momentarily. The 25 of Scotty Roberts separating he and Sorensen now as the laps continue to tick off. Sanders underneath the flag stand now with 3 more times around.
They're 3 more times around, but they're going to be running into lap traffic again, as Sorensen is going to have the track blocked high and low. It's going to give Rodney Sanders one more chance to work back up and catch up to the 19, as long as no one yields way to the race leader.
There is just a ton of traffic. No clean line for the 19 to run, as you see Sanders, who's trying to track him down, but in the track, and Sorensen able to extend his lead out back to better than a second. He will take the white flag here. One more time around. Can he do it? A hop, skip, and a jump through 1 and 2. The rocket underneath at the bottom of the track, but he is going to have a hard time reeling him in. Dustin Sorensen from Rochester, Minnesota, has 10 wins on the season. Make it 11 as he gets it done on night 1 here at the Diamond of Dirt Tracks. The 19 goes 20 laps and takes down the field to win the second and final A-main of the night for the American Racers USRA Modifieds. 70 cars got us here, and Dustin Sorensen finishes it off. He and Rodney Sanders put on a heck of a show. Tyler Wolf was there at the end as well. The Dream Crusher, Darren Fuquay, comes home in 4th. Big Daddy takes home a top 5. Tanner Mullins, after the first lap, had to go to the back of the pack and finishes in the top 10. Then you see Kevin Blackburn, 16S, finish in 15th. Shad Batter takes home 19th spot, and the remainder of the field here, Wasman, Franklin, Lucas, and Johnny Finwald did not take the start in this one. We have got one final break for you, and when we come back, we will let Dustin Sorensen tell you how he made his way to victory lane here on night 1 of the Summit USRA Nationals.
Area.
Victory Lane, the place to be tonight here at the Diamond of Dirt Tracks, as the second A main of the night for the American Racer USRA Modifieds has come to a close. A ton of talented cars in the 70-car field, but none faster here at the end than our race winner, the driver of the number 19. It's Dustin Sorensen. Checkered flag in hand, he will make his way up to the grandstand. And our own Doug Neff will find out just how that 19 was so fast for 20 laps.
Well, congratulations, Dustin Sorensen. Great win here, night number 1 of the USRA Nationals.
Thank you. I was just trying to be smooth there through the rough stuff. I thought I was going pretty good through lap traffic, but I guess Rodney was better than me. He showed me a nose one time, and I kind of got after it a little bit more, but hopefully I didn't do nothing dirty to him, and looking forward to tomorrow night.
We are looking forward to seeing it too. Night number 2 going to be coming your way. It's going to be a great night. Dustin Sorensen, your winner, night number 1, the USRA Nationals.
Dustin Sorensen in victory.